Just giving you an update on our snow response. We're making some good headway following the heavy snowfall on Saturday evening and the very low temperatures we've been experiencing. By laying down the salt sand mix early, we were able to keep the snow plowable into Saturday night and into Sunday early morning, even with the very cold temperatures. And we were able to get an initial pass through our priority routes, which have left the priority routes in pretty good shape with the sun and salt and sand working together on Sunday. We got to bare pavement on quite a few of our streets, but there are still areas that were shaded by trees usually that are pretty slick. We're continuing to apply our salt sand mix, particularly in those areas, and hopefully as they loosen up, we'll plow off those areas where there's enough that it becomes difficult to drive, where it becomes slushy. We are also able to, while we had the sun working for us on Sunday, we were able to move into the secondary routes and the school routes and do some plowing and some application of some salt sand mix. And we're hoping that today, that with the temperatures not being too much below freezing and with some sunshine, that those will be in the same sort of a condition that we're seeing more on our arterial streets. We'll probably be gearing down by the end of today, maybe tomorrow, as we start getting fewer and fewer areas where we can treat and be monitoring those areas, particularly those icy areas that are in the shaded areas, and trying to work on those. But it'll probably need less than our full 50 truck complement to do that. So we're making progress, and we should see the secondary routes and the school routes becoming more like what we're seeing out on our arterials. So we're making pretty good headway.
Have you had any problems, Alan?
No, fortunately, the temperatures, although they have been cold, they're not so cold that the salt stops working. We did get overnight, we did get into those sorts of temperatures, but by getting the salt sand down early and having traffic on it, and then having some sunlight, it was actually the salt was able to work better than what we had hoped.
Are you still using the full 50 trucks right now?
Yes, but we should probably be gearing down here at next shift, so sometime this evening.
Online, are you getting a lot of response from people taking note to this new feature that you guys offer? Have you guys looked at that at all to see if you're getting a lot of hits?
Anecdotally, I know that quite a few people have seen it and are commenting. Most of the comments are positive. Did we ever get a count? What was the count?
About 14,000.
About 14,000 hits.
How significant is it to try to get as many of the primary routes and secondary and school routes clear or down to pavement before we're going to have another blast of cold air coming midweek?
It's real important. When you get a bit of snow packed on the street and you get into the kind of temperatures that we've been experiencing, at some point the plows just ride on top of the ice. They don't push it away, and so by getting it soft and plowable early, even during cold temperatures, that helps so that when you get down to bare pavement, it can get as cold as it does, and you don't have the same kind of a problem as when you have that snowpack on the street.